I'm Kim Price, this is my daughter Reagan, and my son Owen. Reagan is the epilepsy warrior. She has had epilepsy since 10 days before she turned 2. It was misdiagnosed as febrile seizures. We finally got the diagnosis. And, she suffers from grand mal seizures. She suffers from petit mal seizures and absence seizures. But right now we are almost at 2 months seizure free. So, which is awesome. We're actually holding her back in 1st grade for this year. It causes a lot of learning difficulties. Last year her seizures were pretty bad, and I constantly had to pick her up from school, especially towards the end of the year when it was getting a lot warmer. Heat is a trigger. Just getting dehydrated. They're constantly thirsty due to different medications that they have to take. Kind of dehydrates them a little bit. It causes emotional issues. Constantly tired. She had her first sleepover a few weeks ago. Did not work out. She still has to go to bed super early. They can't stay up. It's a huge trigger, and it takes a good week to get back to where they normally are. So it's a lot, and it's a lot to deal with as a family. There's definitely not enough awareness, and so many people are misdiagnosed, especially kids. I think they're misdiagnosed with febrile seizures. Typically between the ages of 2 and 4, they have a high fever, and which are also just being sick, having fevers. They are triggers. They're misdiagnosed with febrile seizures. So she was having grand mal seizures, and they just kept saying, "Oh, they're just febrile seizures. She's okay." But she wasn't okay because she was constantly jerking, like this, constantly. And those are myoclonic seizures. Absent seizures are when your eyes go in the back of your head. And she was having those, and they were lasting anywhere from 47 seconds to 3 minutes. So, and they just, at first we just thought they were little quirks. I never said anything. She's my youngest of 4. So definitely not enough awareness. I was one of the ignorant ones. I think a lot of people, when they think of epilepsy, they just think of what they show us in movies and people convulsing on the ground, and that's not what it's about. No.
I'm Patty Hood. I'm the Regional Director for the Epilepsy Foundation of Virginia, and we're celebrating Purple Day today. Purple Day started in Canada with a little girl who's 9 years old, and her name was Cassidy Megan. And her birthday's March 26th, and purple was her favorite color. So she wanted, and she has epilepsy, so she wanted people to be aware of epilepsy, not to feel discriminated or embarrassed about it. So she wanted a special day. And now it's from 2008 to 2016. It's an international event celebrated all around the world. It's our special day today, and we're talking about epilepsy. We want people to know about it, not be afraid about it, not discriminate against people who have it. And we're hoping that next year you'll come and join us for our 2nd annual Purple Day Award.
It's kind of scary because you don't really know when you're gonna have a seizure. You have that constant thought in your mind. Okay, am I gonna have a seizure? If I'm gonna have a seizure or if I'm not gonna have a seizure, what's gonna happen today? Well, I've been a year. I've made it to 1 year without seizures. That's the first time I've ever made that. So, and when you have a seizure, you're not able to drive for 6 months. So, when people with epilepsy, they have seizures, their loss of independence is gone. So that's the number one thing that they wish they had was independence and ability to drive. So the thought of worrying if you're going to have a seizure is a big thing because they don't want to lose that ability to drive.
They gave me a medication called Keppra, and it helps a little bit. It's not that good though. I suffer from a lot of horrible side effects. Emotions are enhanced greatly. If you get a little bit of frustration or stress, it times in by like 1,000. And sometimes your body doesn't even know how to handle it. I mean, there's times I've had to lock myself in rooms because I'm so afraid of what's going on and how I'm gonna react. There's a cure out there for it, and that's what we're fighting for right now. There's a better cure than synthetic medicine. and that's all natural. What a lot of people don't know about cannabis is there's two different components to the plant. You have your THC and you have your CBD. THC is the psychoactive part of the plant, CBD is a non-psychoactive. And if you mix a little bit of the two, 80% to maybe 20%, just a little bit of that THC, it shows incredible healing benefits. CBD alone shows incredible healing benefits. Well, when I got diagnosed with epilepsy, like I said, it was one of the scariest things in my life. I'd always been really outgoing, and when it all happened, it turned me back around. I was told I could never surf again. I couldn't do a lot of things. I couldn't drive, and basically a lot of my confidence got shut down. And one day my friend really encouraged me, and I decided I'm not going to let epilepsy run my life. And that's why I'm here. I wanted to promote strength, encouragement, help build people's courage, and lift them up out of the shadows the same way I was lifted up. And